Double days? Do they deliver?
Yeah, but it's on going towards burn.
Dad, I put all your mail over here.
It says I'm live. Okay, that's cool. Do I actually have a stream showing up? Because it's not showing up on my studio. Have I mentioned that I hate my fucking computer right now?
I'm gonna be talking to myself the whole time. Alrighty.
Okay, it says I'm live. Yeah, we go. So I can't use, well, I can use my computer. I'm just gonna have to go in a roundabout fucking way. So, welcome back everyone to Ludus Infinium. I'm so sorry about this, one being late, and two, for all the technical difficulties. It's just been whipping my ass. So,
it wouldn't be a Warhammer game without some technical difficulties.
No shit. Actually, real quick, in Warhammer news, apparently they did a 40K comic book, and I had a debate with someone on Twitter because they wanted to make it more grimdark. I'm like, man, for people new to the series, that might turn them off. You know, if all they see is blood and darkness on the cover, that might be a little bit too much. Make it just a regular fucking comic. I mean, come on.
But that's actually what Warhammer is about. The gritting,
Well, no, so I'm not. Yeah, I'm
grittiness.
I'm not trying to take away from it, but as a way to introduce new people into it, it was Calgar leading the Ultramarines. So I was like, I was saying that should, it will be graphic at some point, especially like if they're fighting Tyranids or some shit. You know, it will probably end up getting graphic. I mean, Death of Superman comics were a little graphic. But maybe something like to that level I'm cool with, especially as a comic book. But after a while, you just start crossing into the, you start just crossing into like graphic novel or just, like, I think it would be too dark for new people. That's just me. And the debate that the other person had was that, well, because it's not dark enough, that makes it a false representation. Like, no, it's Calgar and the Ultramarines. Now, if you throw a fucking Death Guard in there, a Plague Marine helping them, then yeah, that's false right there. But if it's just them, like, fighting Tyranids or Death Guard or what the fuck ever, you know, it's not false, it's just lighter.
Well, in my humble opinion, being all bright and cheerful will tend to draw more people that would be Tau fans, and we don't need that kind of negativity.
Well, no, so my argument is based more on, it's not really that bright. It's just brighter. Like, all they really did was, like, reduce the tint by, like, 30%. And put blood spots all over it and, like, almost made it look like a dreadnought fucking rolled around in a gore heap. Which, granted, now that is a funny visual.
You got us there.
Do. Sorry, at the same time, because I can't do this on my fucking computer, and because that would be convenient. I have to do all this shit on my phone. Fuck me.
You too?
Well, I share the I share the link in a couple different Discords and on Parler because I hate Twitter now.
Oh, do you have a minute?
Streaming. Gotta do all the hashtags. because I'm that kind of cuck.
Hashtag technical difficulties.
Yeah, hashtag. I might actually put that one in.
Do it.
Submit. And hopefully that did its thing. So, I apologize to everyone for that taking so fucking long. It has literally been one problem after another. I showed up late to my own stream. I already feel like shit about that. And then now YouTube's just being a giant fucking cock gobbler. Anyway.
This has only made us more excited for it.
Yeah. As everyone knows, I am Ludus Infinium. I will be the GM, and I will be playing the role of Inquisitor Ramanal, or Ramanel. We'll just go with Ramanel, whatever. And I will be co-oping the character Baldul, who is this fine gentleman right here, who is a Salamander Tech Marine, played by my wife. But we will get to Baldul later. Let's start with... How about you, Alrund? Played by Funkmaster.
Yes, I get to do my character introduction now. Yes, as introduced, I am playing Alrund, a Space Marine of the Blood Angels chapter, 9th Company.
And so Alrund is being recruited by the Inquisitor because he has a weird trait for a, how's it going, Skull? For a Blood Angel. He's a sniper. You know, most Blood Angels like to get a little up close and personal. No, Alrund likes to reach out and touch. And it caught the Inquisitor's eye. I believe we agreed on because of the third War for Armageddon.
The third War for Armageddon.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I got that right.
If you ask the Inquisition, but hey.
I'm afraid to pull up my notes after all the troubles I've had, so... I actually had notes on this, but I'm afraid to fucking pull them up right now.
No, it was definitely during the Second Orc Invasion.
Second Orc Invasion or Third War for Armageddon. He showed his prowess as a sniper, and the Inquisition was like, he would be good for Deathwatch. Let's go recruit him. So they met back with him on Ball, where he was actually discussing, and I came up with this really good idea, because originally I kept you in the 8th Company like you originally suggested. So I'm going to go with this little lie that the Inquisitor made up, mostly because it got changed. The Inquisitor believes that he found him from the 8th Company, which dates all the way back to the Horus Heresy. And they actually take their melee training from tips they learned from the Emperor's Children on the World of Murder. The 8th Company being a reserve close quarters combat company. And so, being a sniper in a close quarters combat company, or at least what he thought was close quarters combat, the Inquisitor was like, that's odd, but he's really good at his job. We need someone like that. So he went, he's like, you're hired. And brought him along to the fluffiest of fluffiest in the Deathwatch. Is there anything more you would like to add?
Well, I got really lucky with the role, so his personality trait is gregarious. So
oh yes,
play quite the interesting villain.
He likes to talk to people and calm them down.
My fellowship score is not high enough to be the face of the party.
I don't think anyone's is, to be fair.
Context nonsense.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think anyone's fellowship is higher than... I think the highest is maybe 50, if that. But, on to our next Blood Angel, Zerai, played by Nash.
Yeah, my name's Nash. Zerai is an assault marine who also happens to be from the 8th Reserve Company.
Oh. See, I did see, and also this is one of the time constraint things. I wasn't able to get with you on that, but that's interesting that you're also from the 8th Reserve Company. So, I hate doing it this way, but I really am just making this shit up now as I go along. The Inquisitor going to pick up Alrund, or how did you pronounce it? So I don't keep mispronouncing it like an asshole.
You're pronouncing it properly.
Okay, I felt like I was pronouncing it like a dick, and I was trying not to. So he saw Zerai training with one of the brothers when he went to go pick up Alrund, and noticed his prowess. He's like, nah, you come with me, and you come with me too. We're going to go have fun with other people now. And picked up 2 Blood Angels for the price of 1.
And Zerai's demeanor, he's ambitious. He's lofty goals is to be one of the best swordsmen ever.
This ties into, and I'm happy as hell that turned out that way. This ties into what I said about them taking their martial training from the Emperor's Children Legion, because that was something that they fucking believed in back before they were traitors. So that actually tied in really fucking well, and I'm glad it did. I bullshit my way through that, but it worked. Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, that's about it.
Okay, and next we go on to Poe, played by Poe. Because this is a Space Marine that took his name from the old Terran writer Edgar Allan Poe. And he's from the Raven Guard.
Who'd have guessed?
He's Korax's special baby boy. Let me just check. He might actually be messaging me because I might be retarded. Nope, he's not muted anymore. So, Poseidon, is there muted? Okay, is there anything you want to tell us about your character?
Not really. I don't know.
Okay, so here's how Poe got recruited. Poe got recruited for a rather unorthodox way of being Raven Guard. He was sneaking so well that some of the Inquisitor's agents couldn't keep up with him until they saw the explosions. He's a demolitions expert. So y'all get to have fun with that, among other things. Why couldn't one of y'all be White Scars? That would have been so funny. A sneaky fucking demolitions expert paired up with a White Scar. Anyway, but no, so he snuck in behind enemy orc lines, and completely lost his inquisitorial agent tail. And the next thing they knew, they just saw the building falling over and an explosion at the base of it. Might have something to do with the one-man demolition team going through there. Next is, and I know I'm going to pronounce this one wrong because I always fucking do. Wolgrim or Volgrim? Wolgrim. Okay. Played by Wolf Shadow. And what can you tell us about this jolly fellow?
Well, he was he is already around for some time. He is a Longfang of the 6th company, and he has fought in several battles and crusades, including the Third War of for Armageddon and.
Niner. See the 1-9. Oh, here.
I'm sorry. And for sorry. And also.
Dad, any of these would be perfect.
I think he's just having a side conversation.
Okay, sorry.
No, keep going, man.
Yeah, he was also
Yeah, Dad, all of these are perfect.
he also fought on the Battle of Midgardia and helped actually taking back the Jericho Reach in the first place. So one of his signatures with his pack was to they didn't really advance very much, but whatever ground they took, they hold to even against unbearable odds. They were known to be a literal wall upon which the enemy usually crushes against. And so with that, he got the interest of the Inquisition, of course.
Yeah,
As-
when the Inquisitor came upon it, because Space Wolves love the Inquisition. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, that was fun recruiting him.
Yes. Taking a wolf away from his pack is not an easy task.
Or a fun one.
Yes. Well, anyway, he usually doesn't really talk about his past, but you might be able to see some of it, especially in
Well, that was like ripping
from his
off a
armor.
Band-Aid.
Don't worry, you and the Raven Guard will have a lot to talk about because I think you
Cool,
both have
that's
the
my-
trait that makes it where neither one of you talk that much.
Yep.
And also, real quick, because this was in the Discord chat, someone was asking, it's like Vampire the Masquerade, but in space. It's a role-playing game like Vampire the Masquerade, but, no, it is, because both the player characters in this and Vampire the Masquerade justify themselves as somewhat good, but they're kind of evil. There is no black and white in Warhammer 40k. There's just many different shades of gray.
Yes.
And you do have two characters that could go off the rails and start drinking people's blood.
And let's not forget, because there are two more characters to introduce. One who is in a cryo-sleep coffin, because I'm going to rationalize that one. And one who has yet to introduce themselves. The inside the cryo-sleep coffin, you see what you would think is the equivalent to a venerable dreadnought, except Space Marine. He is wearing all gray armor. He has yet to go through the ritual to have his armor painted black. I'm trying to think. Not Funkmaster would probably know this one. And Wolf Shadow might know this one. And you would probably both realize this is 30k era Death Guard colors. Because you know from training in a style similar to the Emperor's Children, because Nash would probably know this too, because he was also from 8th Company. Y'all spent a lot of time studying the Traitor Legion, so y'all would both know that early on Death Guard was basically gunmetal. And Wolf Shadow is just fucking old enough for it. So yeah, y'all would all realize I think the only one that would be Poe wouldn't quite realize what he was sitting in front of. But the other three realized that this is probably a traitor. But he's in cryo sleep. And the Inquisitor says, "No, this is your teammate." And he looks at you, Wolf Shadow, specifically and says, "You and him are going to be really close friends."
I doubt that.
Oh no, you will be.
Guys, just a minute.
Okay.
We will see of that.
Well, the reason is because you and him share a similar combat specialities. So he's your problem. He's your problem out on mission. He's my problem here, which is why he's in the casket. On mission, he's your problem. But he's older than all of us. He fought against the traitor legions then like we fight against them now. So maybe he's redeemable. I don't think so. If he went missing, it's just a little bit more paperwork for me. And I don't think my wife is coming, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of the co-op character. Y'all hear kind of a thudding sound that's louder than a normal Space Marine coming up. Tack on about an extra, 6 inches to the height of a Space Marine, because he's ungodly. He's tall even by Space Marine standards. And you see the jolly black giant come up. And this is when everyone should know what this is. It's a salamander.
Son of Vulcan.
And he has a servo arm coming out of his back. For this might be common knowledge. As rare as fucking salamanders are, they're really rare in the Deathwatch, and a salamander tech marine is stupid rare. So this is the equivalent of finding a needle in a haystack, and you have one of them with you. And
Inquisitor, what did we do that we are graced with a salamander on our side?
So, you know how all of y'all are kind of like, yeah, we've killed a lot of shit, but you kind of stand there quietly about it? Yeah, he has trophies. And,
one of those.
and I mean a lot. He is very proud of all of his accomplishments. You can see he's actually carrying a thunder hammer, because I'm that gracious. This is something I was willing to do with y'all, but some of y'all just wanted to go with the basic equipment. He's carrying a thunder hammer, and you notice it looks like it's probably seen as many battlefields as the Death Guard in the casket, and probably just about as friendly. But it also doesn't look like it's lost any of its usefulness. Like, it's very well maintained. It's just battle scarred. And he is smiling from ear to ear. He is, how many of y'all watch, If the Emperor Had Text-to-Speech Device?
I do.
He's Vulcan.
I do.
He is Vulcan from Text-to-Speech. He is happy. He loves killing shit. But he loves making shit to kill more shit. And he's good at it. But something else, and he's kind of an anomaly among the... Well, not really. He's really hard to kill. They've noticed that he's not one of the oldest, but he's pretty damn close. And he tends not to get hurt that much. So he really sees it as a game. And again, he's good at this game. The only person I think who doesn't like him is the Inquisitor. Well, so there are two ways to join the Deathwatch. Well, there are two ways to join the Deathwatch. And the first way is an Inquisitor comes and volunteers you. The other way is you do something really well, and your chapter volunteers you. He's the latter. The Inquisitor sees him like Wolf Shadow sees his new Death Guard friend. You're basically like, I got fucking stuck with this. You're kidding me, right? Like, no, your problem, not ours. It got sent to us. It's good at what it does, but you keep it. We caught a stray. You can fucking keep it. But so a couple of things I do want to go over because this is the episode before the first mission. The actual first mission will be on July the 11th. It'll be 2 weeks from now at hopefully 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I have homebrewed a couple of the rules, mostly because I hate the way they are. One of the main rules is because of the Space Marine implants. They get unnatural strength and unnatural toughness, which is realistically it's a +2 to their strength and toughness bonuses. I give a flat 20 on both cases. And because this is a Deathwatch game, I don't see any of the players. I hope none of the players get suicidal to the point of doing a mission outside of their armor. And I gave them another +20 to strength because they're armor, and they'll almost always be in it. Something else, and I kind of covered this earlier, within reason. It wasn't so much free reign, it was just what would be realistic for the character when they got their equipment. Like, for instance, Alrund has a Stalker Bolter. And I have to pull up his name again because there's fucking 5 of them to remember. Baldul has a Thunderhammer. This is not like start of the game equipment. There are lists like if you're all Space Marines get this, and then if you're a Tech Marine, if you're an Assault Marine, whatever. Within reason, I have no problems with people picking out different starting equipment. Something else, I will not be counting ammo. I will be assuming that in between missions, Deathwatch is going to give them ammo. They're not complete fucking sadists. And in addition to this, grenades will be homebrewed a little bit. The players don't have to really keep track of them, and because I don't see them using them that much, but that is subject to change if it gets abused. And if someone starts throwing a grenade every fucking round, yeah, you ran out of grenades. So I'm really not worried about grenades, honestly. Are there any questions for me or for each other?
First question.
Okay.
Okay, usually Marines don't refer to each other outside of their respective chapters as brother, but Alrund is a bit quirky in that he still does refer to Marines outside of the Blood Angels chapter as cousin.
Okay.
Most of them do refer to each other as cousin outside the chapter.
I'm waiting to see how y'all refer to the Death Guard.
Cousin.
Traitor. Easy.
Again, I also want this to go on fucking record. I did, because the player is not in the voice chat with us. He couldn't be with us. He had to be away from his computer. He had to go out of town today and tomorrow. I told him
happened to me.
I told him like 5 times that if he picked a traitor, there would be consequences. He's okay with it, so he's going to have to deal with it. Now, I'm going to say y'all can't outright kill him, but there will be distrust, and I know there will be distrust. So, if he goes missing, it's his problem.
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here. If we know that he's from a traitor legion, but we know he's kind of like, what was the name of that lunar wolf who like fucked with Horus the entire heresy.
Garviel Loken?
That's the one. If we know that he is a loyalist of one of the traitor legions, then we should be willing to at least give him the benefit of the doubt, so long as he doesn't put a bolt round in anyone's ass.
I will remind you this is 40K and you are working for the Inquisition.
I'm aware.
I mean, no, I get what you're saying, and like in our world that would make sense, but that's not really how they look at it.
Oh, I know.
He's kind of like the Inquisitor's personal bitch at this point.
Yeah, but we know the Inquisitor's a dick, so this is an extra bit of fucking with him.
You don't know how much of a dick the Inquisitor is yet. That's the beautiful part about it.
I think we'll find out pretty quickly.
Before we actually get on to the next question, I will let y'all know your first mission is up against Rebel Guardsmen.
This was going to be a slaughter.
Well, to be fair, if everyone shows up, there are going to be 6 of you against like fucking 1,000. So
this is going to be a totally one-sided slaughter.
And we're not going to do 1,000 fucking one-on-ones on stream. I'm not fucking doing that, but it'll be kind of a brutal thing nonetheless.
You sadden me, but okay, I understand.
There's not enough time in the day.
You say that, but do you know how fast the bolter fires on full auto?
Yes, I do. It fires single 2-round burst or 4-round auto. 4-round full auto. You know how y'all have 4 books? I have like 20.
Well, you are the DM.
That is true. So are there any more questions? Whatsoever? Like I said, either for me or for each other.
Wolf Shadow, you said that your character's a Longclaw?
Long Fang.
Long, thank you. I'm so sorry. How long is the fang?
He does not reveal it yet.
I'm sorry. No. I meant, how old are you?
Well, he has experienced the Horus Heresy.
He's old. Holy crap, he's old.
Which is also part of the reason why you get to handle the Death Guard, because you've handled part of the Horus Heresy.
Yeah, and he is pretty much done with everyone's shit at this point.
Why couldn't I get like 1 Black Templar and like 1 White Scars? That would have made this so perfect.
Yeah, the Black Templar would get his would have to get his shit kicked in at the start of every session.
Well, no, because you have a Black Templar teamed up with the Traitor, and then you have a White Scar teamed up with the Raven Guard. Oh, God.
Now, I really wanted to make a Black Templar, but I wanted to do something a little interesting, so I kind of fell back on a Blood Angel.
What's up, Kristen? Sorry, I had someone who shows up to my chat every so often, and they just said hi, so I didn't want to be rude to them.
Fine.
Yeah, we're just going through like the questions, getting everything cleared up for everyone. Just that way, when we go into the first mission, hopefully we can just go straight into it with Spith Marines.
Space Marines.
Yeah. This is going to be so fucking horrible. My nerves are going to be shot by the end of this. Although, I will say this. So for the past 2 days, I've been, I had to go over to my parents' house to help my dad with some stuff. And my dad is an old school gamer. Like, we're talking like EverQuest old school gamer.
That's old.
Yeah. And I let him know like the idea I had for this campaign and one to potentially follow it. And he said it was actually a really good idea. And for someone with that much fucking experience in it, I hope y'all enjoy it.
Oh yeah, take pride in that.
Cause I was like, okay, so here's my idea for this campaign. And then like But and after that, they could do this that is directly related to it. And he's like, damn, that's actually a pretty good idea. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna, like I said, so I know 40K is really dark and everything, and this goes back to kind of like the comic book thing I discussed at the beginning. I know that 40K is grimdark. I know it's like the shittiest sci-fi universe to want to be in, but I do want to make this fun for everyone because it's not I am God, everyone obeys me. This really is a storytelling exercise, and we're all participating.
Well, I'm having fun already.
So do I.
Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I think, because at the end of the day, it's a game. It's meant for us to all have fun. And that's what I want to come of it, Again, I know 40K is fucking dark as shit, but there's no reason it can't be fun and dark. I mean, there are actually a couple reasons why, but let's not nitpick that. But, Nash and Poe, you've been really quiet. Is there anything y'all want to ask or anything?
I don't know what I would
add. Okay, hold on. Nash, what were you saying?
I said this will be my third Deathwatch campaign, so I'm basically pretty much confident and everything. Good to go.
Oddly enough, this is my third GMing of 40K RPs. It's my first Deathwatch, but I did 2 Black Crusade ones. And before that, I played 2 Only War games. So
I've done 2 Only Wars, 2 Rogue Traders, a Dark Heresy, and 3 Deathwatch.
I didn't like Only War. I died way too quickly. I was an Ogren and I fucking died in 1 round.
Why are we in the other lawn?
But Poe, what were you saying, man?
Oh, I was gonna say I don't really have anything to add. I mean,
well,
there's nowhere I can't fit the lawnmower.
And the reason I was asking is that, like, did you have any questions for us or like anything in general about 40K or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Because I'll be honest, probably between the 4 of us, you probably have about, I want to say anywhere from 45 to 60 years of experience. If I had to wager.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Gonna learn as I go, hopefully.
Well, have you played any other tabletop RPs?
Yeah, I played D&D. It's just never anything. I see 40K more, what's the word? Complex.
Yes and no. It has more skills.
How far that way does it go?
And it runs on a percentile system instead of D20, but that's about it. It's really, and this is because I've been playing the fucking tabletop games to give this away, well over a fucking decade. So I'm used to them, so I know how to simplify it. So that's why I made the homebrews that I did, especially with the strength and toughness. So that way you don't have to think about is this a strength roll, or does it get added to damage, or does it do this, or does it do that? No, just make it a fucking base thing. But, so, we all good for 2 weeks from today?
Yep.
Oh, I do have a question, actually.
You had your chance, but no, I'm kidding. Go ahead, what is it?
Was that grenade rule specifically targeted at me?
No. Actually, you weren't even the one that brought it up. I believe it was Wolf Shadow who brought it up, because you're supposed to start out with 3 frag and 3 crack. And like ammo, I honestly, I'm not even gonna fucking lie about it. I can't be bothered to keep track of shit like that, so I don't expect y'all to. And so if you use them within reason, I'm cool with it. But if you use them every fucking round, I'm going to put a hard stop to that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's essentially, don't make hard work for me, or I'm going to make it really fucking sucky for you.
Yeah, essentially, it's pretty easy. Essentially, everybody has 3 of each. 3 crack, 3 frag.
And again... And again,
you can buy extra for 1 requisition each, so you can bring extra.
Well, I'm really not fucking worried about that. If you say you just want 1 or 2 extra, I'm not really going to bitch and moan about that. That's something really small. But this is also going on the assumption that the Deathwatch aren't complete fucking sadists, and they will equip you to the best of your abilities. So someone like Poe, who's like, I like blowing shit up. Here's some shit, don't blow yourself up. I'll try!
Because from past experience, grenade spamming helps you a lot with enemies that have a lot of dodges.
Well, so you have... And so this was asked, I believe Nash was the one who asked me if there was a tank yet. And I didn't answer that because I wanted everyone to pick something they would enjoy playing, not just to fit a certain role. And there is a method to my madness because I can sculpt around whatever the party becomes. I don't want the party to become, like a like if it's by fucking World of Warcraft terms, I don't want a tank, a healer, and 3 DPS. Like, interestingly enough, no librarians, no fucking apothecaries. So, keep that in mind.
The reason why I asked was one of my original groups, we ended up with like 3 Assault Marines and 1 Devastator.
So if I remember right, it's 1, 2, I believe 3 tactical. No, wait. Poseidon, you're a tech marine, aren't you? Poe, do you remember what your specialty is? Well, I'm starting to think he's a tech. So I think it's...
yeah, he's a tech marine.
Okay.
Posted in Discord.
So, it's 2 tactical, 2 devastators. Oh man, that doesn't make sense. 2 tactical, 2 devastators. Okay, I'm fucking up. No, wait. It's 1 tactical, 2 devastators, 2 tech marines, and an assault marine. And the tanky one of the motherfuckers is one of the tech marines. And it's the smiling...
That's going to be a real loop for everyone.
To what?
That's going to be a real loop for the enemy. They're going to shoot the tech marine, and everything just goes dink, 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 dink.
So, the armor alone, for most of y'all, and I think the only one that wasn't was Nash, because he went by rules and rights of battle, and I didn't even fucking think of it. Not gonna lie. But torso should be 10, and the rest of it should be 8. Add on to that an 8 toughness. Or 8 toughness bonus. There's not going to be much that I could throw at that. I mean, there are things I could, but I'm going to end up wiping the entire fucking party if I do. So...
Well, it depends. We got plenty of heavy weaponry.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, right, they don't spray. Damn. I have to look at the full auto rules, because those should spray.
They actually do spread. If you have a near miss, it actually you have a chance to hit a nearby enemy target.
I want to see who the first person to fire into melee will be. I have a bet on who it's going to be. And oddly enough, it's not the one laughing right now.
Squizzy?
I don't think you'll be. I think you might. I think you'll. Because I think it'll actually be Coda and his Death Guard. I can't remember his name. But,
You know, I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Well, no, it's not that. It's that I know how insane he is. And I could see him doing that. It's like, they're in a fight down there? Yeah. fire the heavy bolter at them. Like, wait, what? Yeah, I'm gonna fire the heavy bolter at. Okay.
I mean, granted, there is an upgrade that each Devastator can get that literally ignores the penalty
That.
of firing into melee.
Yeah, but still, every near miss could still fucking hit.
Let me just look it up.
Yeah, verify that one for me. We've already done the introductions, now we're just nerding out on 40k. I wonder if Coda has actually popped up yet. Has Coda popped up yet? Coda has not popped up yet.
Sir?
Do what?
No, I just came out of it.
Oh.
Well, I'm satisfied. Just doing your enjoyment stuff.
Okay, yeah, that actually does make it easier. Funkmaster, did you see what they put in community games 1 text to voice?
Let's have a look. See here.
They put all their character names in parentheses behind their name as a nickname.
I'm looking. Games text. Yes. One moment.
Cindy, I don't know if this is going to upset you or not. Space Marines are only male. There are no female Space Marines. Period. There are Sisters of Battle, but they're not Space Marines. But they are cool.
Yeah, essentially the reason behind this is in universe that every Space Marine is created with a so-called gene seed.
Gene seed, not bean seed.
Oh, what the fuck?
Fuck you. Fuck you and gene seed. That this gene seed is essentially a part of the genetical code of the Space Marines Primarch, essentially the father of the entire Space Marine chapter / Legion.
Okay, with your permission, I want to simplify this really quickly.
Sure.
So, originally, there were 18 Primarchs. All of them were male. And
20.
there are 2 lost Primarchs that no one knows who the fuck they are, and it's just for sheer case of if you want to make your own thing. However...
Technically there were 21 Primarchs.
First mission, I'm going to set Zerai on fire. Probably using the salamander. But no, so the Emperor created the Space Marines using the genetic code or the gene seed of all of the Primarchs, and they were all male. Except for Reboot Gilliman. That one, jury's still out on that one.
Yeah, everybody's joking about him not being Gilliman, but Girly Man.
What? I mean, he's a fucking Xeno lover, and he's a Primarch. I mean, come the fuck. This is why I like 30k and not 40k. That's part of the reason. Seriously.
This is why I do. This is why I do tend to ignore the Codex Astartes.
Well, it's not like you wanted to fuck over the other Space Marine Legions. I saw a meme, and this was actually kind of true. It's talking about how he split up all the legions into 1,000-man chapters. And he's like, but look what I have. It's a map of the realm of Ultramar. And his 500 planets.
Roman.
It's like, you know, if I didn't hate him before, I sure as hell do now.
Which is why we Space Wolves still do not allow ourselves to be split up into chapters of 1,000.
I just realized this, and I feel bad. Someone joined the Discord, and I just noticed because I went back to general chat. Wait a minute, what the hell?
Also, I found the rule for near misses. I will PM it to you.
Oh, that's how. Okay. Well, for near misses? Oh, okay.
That might be interesting.
Misses his target by small margin. 1 degree failure loss. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I will go with that. Not because I think it will keep you in check, but because I think it will be fucking hilarious. I just want to see who's the first one to die from friendly fire is. Probably the Death Guard.
Traitor.
Yeah.
The traitor it shall be.
Well, there's a chance of that, or there's a chance of one of the Blood Angels. So, also, something else I homebrewed. When I think the situation is appropriate, I'm going to roll randomly for our 2 Blood Angels. Red Thirst is a bitch, motherfuckers.
Good. I cannot wait for us to be finished with combat, and we'll just all be, kind of getting into our groove, and everyone will just hear a distinctive crunching sound, and they'll look over, and Aldrin will just be over there with some trader's arm in his mouth, crunching slowly. Everyone looks to him. He just calmly looks back to them. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to look up. I'm going to have to look up the specifics of the Red Thirst and find out how bad I want to fuck with y'all. Because in the end...
Who says I need to have the Red Thirst to go off to do this?
I mean, that's true, but imagine if you... Imagine, if the Red Thirst kicks in and you start trying to eat, the Space Wolf's arm.
That would end poorly for me.
Yeah, it would end poorly for you. That would be funny as hell, though. It's all of a sudden, what the fuck? And all of a sudden there's a Blood Angel just gnawing on your arm, motherfucker, get off. Oh, so anything else of import or interest?
Not that I would know.
Alrin?
Covered everything for me.
Nash? Alright, we'll take that as a note. How about you, Poe? Anything of interest or import? Nope, he says he's good. Alright, so if we're all good for 2 weeks from now, I am going to end the stream there. For anyone interested, subscribe to the channel. I do gameplay and I do one lore video every week. And if you want to help keep my sanity, because these fuckers sure aren't.
Well, I'm going to look forward in dismay and curiosity to bringing these 2 blood claws upon the battlefield.
Oh no, I'm looking forward to it too. I really do think it'll be a lot of fun. Even as in even as, the GM, and I've got to actually come up with the shit that y'all do. I still think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I will probably do it every other week. So that'll give me time to, because the lore videos, this might surprise y'all, do actually take time to do. I might be an encyclopedia.
You have to do art for the background. You have to do all the voice work, and you have to edit it all together into a video. It sounds like a lot of work.
Okay, so you see, for any of y'all watching the stream, this is the artwork you're going. I just made this up as the thumbnail, which I have to change because it didn't fucking take it like a retard. And I'm using this as a background for the game. It's literally, I went on to Google and went to Google Images and found what each of the characters were, like a Blood Angel Assault, possibly a Blood Angel with what might be a Stalker Bolter, a Space Wolf Devastator, a Raven Guard. And there were a few others in there. Oh man, I think I'm missing one. Am I missing one? It doesn't look like it. I could just...
Okay, guys, I'm gonna I'm gonna head out here and go get some dinner with Dad.
Okay.
Y'all have a good rest of your evening.
Yeah, you too, man.
And Wolf Shadow, auf
Yes.
Wiedersehen.
What
Kraut.
did you just say?
He said auf Wiedersehen.
I did not understand that again.
I think he's doing it because you're German.
Oh, so that was German.
Yeah, auf Wiedersehen.
Ah, I see.
I think he was doing it to try and be funny, but now that I've had to explain it like 3 times.
That is German for goodbye.
Yeah. But as I was saying, for those of you that really don't want help, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. But honestly, the most important part out of all of it, I just hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all